damn music before I get started. Hold on. Hold on. Shut up, you. Um, I know this is bad, but if I don't have something on in the background, I'm gonna kill somebody. There we go. Now we good. There. Yes. Yes. And what's up, everyone? Daddy Robux here, and today we are playing some more Adventures League. The Curse of Strahd game has finished, which is what you would normally be watching at this time, and Tyranny of Dragons doesn't start for another week. So in the meantime, I decided to run an additional Adventures League game. I know, hooray me! Um, if you are interested in getting involved in the Adventures League, learning how to play D&D, or just want to play in a game yourself, then this is where you need to be. Thank you, Karis, for the biddies, baby. I appreciate you. Just very simply, join us in the Discord. It's where we organize all of our games. We hang out there through the week, talk about D&D and other stuff. So if you're interested, hop on in. Okay.
Is anybody else here?
With us today, we have a whole cast of unknown peoples. So to make it easier, let's start with the people that we do know first. Karis, who are we playing today?
I am playing a Trell, who is a wood elf ranger. Kind of on the shy side, but eager to look forward to playing an adventure.
All right. And then we have the world infamous and known Kobold King. And who are we playing today?
A kobold, but of course,
No way!
I will be playing Kekalis. He is very much in the demeanor of a paladin, only he doesn't know magic.
All right. And then a whole slew of newbies. Let's start with you, Harv.
Hello, my name's Harv the Bard. I just like playing my lute and helping out with my friends.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. And then hopefully with a name like Crisscross, you're also a bard, please.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie, and actually, I'm not a bard. I'm a fighter, and I have my family has a dark secret, and I try to hide the dark secret with my pleasing personality, and that's it for me.
Well, my disappointment is immeasurable. I think I'm gonna make my own eventually character. I'm gonna name him Crisscross, and he's just gonna go around and cast jump on people. And if you get that reference. All right, and then next would be Wolf.
Hi, my name is Savage Wolf Spirit, and I'm playing as Wolf. He is a rogue, and this is my first time.
All right, man. Welcome to the league. And then lastly is Flynn the Magnificent.
Greetings, and have a very good and fine day. I'm Flynn the Magnificent, and that's more than just in one way. I am a singer of songs and a teller of tale, a lover of all of the fine ladies. I am a red-skinned tiefling with large rammed horns, a turquoise coat, and a large silver lute over his back. It's very fine to be here.
Nice. Okay. And just real briefly, tell me where you guys are at. Like, where would your character be, just normally? Like, what would they be doing?
I'll start.
Sure.
So Atrelf has got a bit of the wanderlust from some dwarves that helped her village, and so she headed, even though she's in the high forest, she headed off east and went through the desert and didn't like the desert at all, and is now somewhere over in the whatever that area is, and looking for nice shady tree areas.
1-1-1-1-2-2.
I'll go next.
Okay.
I mean, Harv is just going to be, doing what he can to make a living in the times like these. He's going to be playing in inns and taverns, and just generally telling people stories of adventures that other people did. But he's going to be singing about them.
All right, Kekalis will be Deus vaulting in the mean streets of Skullport with a bunch of paladins.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else?
Do you want to go first?
Sure. I've been wandering around trying to find some adventure and haven't really been able to find much. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this town or where I'm at now holds in for me.
Okay.
Flynn generally wanders around from place to place, helping out as much as he can. He's a bit of a doer in terms of bards. He's also spent quite a bit of time amongst the Fae, and is now really ready to charm the entire world, as he is now a bard of the College of Glamour.
All right, I think I'm the one left. I forgot to mention that I'm a half-elf noble, with my father being the noble side and being human. So I think I'd be around like anywhere nobles would usually hang out.
Okay. All right. So maybe you're at like your townhouse or your wherever your ancestral home, just kind of lazing about with servants attending. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Kind of like a noble coffee house. Yes.
Noble coffee house. All right. So it's early morning. Okay, the sun has just risen, and all of you are going about your morning routines as you just described, moving about the town, playing in the local tavern, and all of you, regardless of where you are in space and distance, you see a purple-hued magical circle silently appear behind you. It's a very strange sight, and for the magic just to be so openly used is alarming. There are gold-colored magic runes and symbols rotating and flickering within the symbol. And as you stare at this peculiar sight, you see something much more alarming. A short sword begins to emerge from within the center of this circle, followed by a skeletal hand wrapped around its hilt, followed by an arm, an exposed ribcage, and finally a skull with flashing red beads floating in its eye sockets. The skeleton moves quietly as it positions its weapon to stab you from behind. Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
Rip.
Now, my so artistic map here, it's only meant to divide because none of us are actually near each other. We're all in our individual place. So, and you each have your own skeleton to deal with. But the map here is just to give us a bit of reference and help me keep track of the turns. So if you need to roll initiative, click on your token, and then you'll see a black button pop up in the top left. Or it would if I actually had set up macros in this game. Ha ha ha!
Okay.
Or you can select your token and click initiative on your character sheet.
Yeah, you could
I
do
forgot
that.
to select my token. Can we do it again?
Yeah, I mean it'll re-roll, but it's okay. And if you give me 30 seconds, oh, where is it? Undermount the musical. Is it on the desktop? Daddy Warbook's macros. Yes, let's import that bitch.
We have very odd sight lines on the map.
There are no sightlines on the map. Alright, so now when you click your token, you'll see that roll initiative button I was talking about. Haha, it was a test. Let me see who's actually in the tracker. There's Harv, Crisscross, I don't know how to say that, so I'm going to call you Y Lady. Flynn, who didn't make it? Wolf, go ahead and click your token, and then you can click the button in the top there. If you've already rolled initiative, the reason you're not in the tracker your token has to be selected, otherwise it won't get added, which is why it's much easier just to be able to use the button. So there's Harv. And then your Nicholas.
It's not working.
Are you sure? Okay, and then here's all the skeletons. Now, can everybody check their character sheet and tell me, what is your passive perception? It'll be on the left underneath your ability scores.
12 for
14.
Harv.
Christopher cost 13.
Flynn's a bit on the oblivious side. It's a right 10.
All right, so Flynn, Kekalis, you two are surprised. Everybody else, you clearly notice the skeletons and the giant magical portal that they came through. And now that initiative has started... God. All right, Kekalis, you were surprised, so you don't get an action in the first round. Next would be Y Lady.
Well, since I'm not in melee range, Itrelth is going to back away and shoot at him with her longbow. Except when I do this, I can't see him anymore because there's really weird sightline. That's better.
Huh, something was on the map. Wow. Okay, 10 is a miss. Then the skeletons, they all just kind of run forward and try to stab at you with that short sword. And as they do, they're kind of like pulling and clawing their way over whatever terrain is in front of them. If you were in a crowded place, you see that they kind of ignore all other people. They push civilians out of the way. They walk past several other people in the vicinity, and they go directly for you and only you. And there's a cacophony of screams as onlookers kind of flee in terror. Your servants abandon you, etc., etc. And the skeletons are going to all attack one time with that short sword, and we're just gonna go clockwise, starting with crisscross. Oh God!
Damn.
Why?
Death.
No, none of that. So, Chris, looks like you take 12.
Yeah, I'm unconscious now.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
All right, well, that is one thing.
Hopefully he's in a populated area and there's a medic nearby.
All right,
I have
after
servants,
that,
though.
we have Kekalis. And then after Kekalis takes his 5, Wolf misses. Oh no, your AC's higher. And then you gotta tell me how to Ytreltha?
Itrelth.
Okay. Harv. Looks like
You
Harv
can call me Y Lady.
is okay. Y Lady, I like that better. Harv is taking 6, and then
Owie!
Flynn is missed. Okay, and then Harv, you are up next. Hiya, Jerry. Sorry, I was.
All right, yeah.
Wait, which of those was mine? The 6 piercing?
No, that was the guy above you. I think you were missed.
Oh, nice.
Is it going to take a bonus action for me to take out my rapier?
No, you get a free interaction with an object every turn, and most people use them without thinking. You just pull out your weapon, and then you're good to go.
Okie dokie. Am I able to like sing myself a song, like for bardic inspiration?
Actually, no, you cannot. Bardic inspiration specifically says other creatures. You can't bardic yourself.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Yeah, I must. Yeah, I'm just remembering. All right. Yeah, I'll just take a straight attack at my skelly, my spoopies, spoopies.
Yep.
Oh, was that my that? Oh wait, no, that was not it. Okay. I'm trying to look for my rapier on here.
It should be directly in the center. There's a box
okay,
in the
yeah.
middle that says attacks and spellcasting.
There we go.
Okay, 15 is a hit.
Was that made with disadvantage?
No, it always rolls advantage by default. Let me go ahead and change that on your sheet so that there's a toggle and it'll auto roll the damage to help speed things up.
Oh, I think I can do that.
Okay.
I think.
It's in the little... yeah, you got it. Okay, crisscross. Maybe. There we go.
Oh, should I?
Oh, you're
Maybe
unconscious.
Yeah. I have 0 hit points.
Yes, make a death save, please. I didn't know because this thing wasn't working.
By the skin of your teeth.
10.
Okay, Wolf? Yeah, 10 is a pass.
Okay.
Attack 6 is a miss. After which it'll be Flynn's turn.
Oh dear. Funnily enough, this is not the first time the skeleton has appeared out of nowhere to attack Flynn. So he's going to turn. He say, "Well, this is right funny." He's going to take out his lute and he's going to strum on it and he's going to cast Thunderwave toward the skeleton to try to make it back off. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
I'm not trying to...
DC 13.
Yep.
That's yes, but he still takes half, so he takes 5 thunder damage. And as a bonus action, Flynn is going to take on a very wondrous appearance and put on Mantle of what's it called? Mantle of Inspiration.
Yes, sir.
A Mantle of Inspiration. He instantly gains 5 temporary hit points and is able to move 10 feet in any direction. So I'll just move. I would assume he would be like right in melee with me, so I'll move 10 feet back.
Yeah, you're good. All right, Kekalis.
You think I haven't dealt with your kind before? I will put my sword through you.
There you go.
And then as a cheeky little nod to Skullport, I'm going to say, did you get that?
$14 hits. Okay. Why, lady?
Okay, well, since that wasn't very effective, we'll just poke him with my sword.
Hit.
And that will be it for this turn.
The skeletons will take their turn now. They're all going to move forward. The one that was fighting Chris, it kind of just walks forward and scoops you up. The other ones... Oh, he can't quite reach Flynn, so he's going to pull out a short bow. Whereas the rest all continue to attack with their short swords. So we have to do Flynn first, because different weapon. Pew!
Yeah, that would it.
Okay. And then the rest, Harv, Y Lady, Miss, Kekalis, Miss, and then Wolf. looks like a hit on Wolf. All right, and then Harv, it'll be your turn.
Yeah. No, that'll be with disadvantage. All right, I'll keep with my rapier. I'll make a slash.
Hit.
Uh-huh.
All right, and Wolf, you're up next. Using some kind of UI mods? Yeah, lots of them. Use pro-level API features to try and make things easier, but I didn't have them all set up ahead of time because I'm bad at my job. 19 will hit for 6. And Flynn?
What do you call a skeleton that didn't want to go to work? You call him Lazy Bones, and I'll cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay. With save, right?
Let me see. I can just pull it up. Yes, it's a. That's a no. For whatever reason, the skeleton finds it incredibly funny and falls to the ground, laughing his ass off. If a skeleton could laugh.
Alrighty. Pickles. Hit. And that is a dead skeleton. I'm gonna try Yatrelth.
Close enough. Okay, I'm poking at him with the... And I'm still missing.
Skeletons.
Gotta love first level.
Attacking people with their scimitars or short swords. Wolf. Ouch. And Yatrelth. Miss. Arv. Hit for 4. And this one up here is still incapacitated because of the hideous laughter. So end of its turn, it's got to make a wisdom save. And passes. He would still be prone though, because he doesn't take his own action. All right, Harv, you're up next.
Okay. If I remember right, spells within 5 feet, I don't have disadvantage like range attacks. Am I remembering that?
It depends. If it's a spell attack, it's still a ranged attack. You would have disadvantage. But if it's something like, I don't know, poison spray, something where it's a DC, and that doesn't matter.
Okay, I will. I'll take a Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh. Magic Missiles isn't an example. Magic Missiles never misses. Alright, so Dissonant Whispers, another wisdom save. Fails. He's not going to run away so much as the skeleton is just going to clutch at the sides of its skull and just fall to the ground dead.
Okay, sounds good. Harv the champion.
Wolf is down. Flynn.
Seeing as how he's no longer thinking it's as funny as he once thought it was, I'm gonna take a step forward and stab him with me rapier while he's down. So
advantage.
Strike with advantage.
April Bits. Hit.
17. So he'll take 3 piercing damage.
Well, if he's prone, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that should be a critical.
No, that's only incapacitated.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Does he still look like he's about to step
up? He looks quite wounded. That was a brutal stab you just delivered.
Alright, then going to burn another point of inspiration and move another 30 feet away from it, with another 5 points of temporary hit. So just
Wait, you're gonna do what?
I'm going to use another point of bardic inspiration to move my movement speed 30 feet away and gain 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, you're doing
Mantle of Inspiration.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay. You Trelf? I almost got it.
You're getting there. Okay, pokey pokey. I only meant to do that once. I assume the 18's a hit.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's it for the turn.
And that's a dead skeleton. All right, it's just Flynn and his skeleton remaining. So the skeleton, after being stabbed, is gonna pick himself up off the ground, and it's gonna attack you with the short sword. Yep. Well, then he's not gonna stab you. You're too far. He's just gonna chase you 15 feet, and then he's gonna shoot at you with his bow. And he
that'd be another hit.
nails you for 4. Flynn?
Okay, so down to 1 temporary hit point and 2 points down. I've been enjoying this dance of ours, but to be fair, you're not very good at the 2-step. Flynn's going to take a step forward and cast another thunder wave towards it. So that's another Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So he takes 3.
Yep. This is a resilient skeleton.
I can see that. He's quite the formidable opponent.
Alright, so now he's gonna... I'm assuming you kept backpedaling, so he's just gonna take his short bow and miss.
I'll just finish it up real quick since I'm the last one. I'll just use another thunder wave. So can he save for 5 damage at least?
I'm not gonna bother. Even if he saves, he is still dead. Okay, so that'll be the end of combat. And after the broken bones of the skeletons, I'm talking to everybody collectively. After the broken bones of the skeletons fall to the ground, the skull is still intact no matter how hard you struck it. The glowing red bead on the eye sockets of the jaw suddenly shifts into a bright blue color. Its jaw animates as a deep and ancient voice escapes from it in a slow pace. And you hear the following: amazing. Simply amazing. Adventurers are the greatest, my friends. And I have a request. Will you aid me on a quest? This old man needs your help. And all of you who are still conscious hear this same message. How would you respond?
And you send an invitation with this thing?
It's not every day that you get spoken to from out of a skull. This is quite interesting.
Responding to Y Lady and Kekalis. But of course, how else would I test the mettle of my soon-to-be friends and co-workers?
Can I make a religion throw to see if, like, and I mean portals and the skeletons, whatever. I know anything about.
Save your dice. That wouldn't be a relevant skill here. Okay. Does anybody else have something they'd like to say?
Go ahead.
Oh, it's mainly just, as I said before, it's very strange to be spoken to out of a skull. Who are you?
Oh, come. Accept my offer. We can speak more. I'm sure we will have a grand adventure.
Is he speaking to each one of us kind of individually? Like,
individually, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I wouldn't be saying, who said that? For...
To be fair, I'm quite intrigued by this mode of invitation, and I got nothing else better to do. I'll take you up on your offer.
And then, since I'm assuming we're all going to agree because we want to continue playing.
Agree, so we do it.
Yeah. I'm unconscious, so
Yeah, well, the unconscious people, you don't get a choice in the matter. You see, the light on the skull's eyes vanishes again, and another magical circle appears on the ground with you in the center.
Hi.
Well, hi, Dirk. Gold arrow-like symbols manifest within the circle, pointing at you before a blinding flash of light consumes your whole body and your belongings as you are teleported to an unknown destination. Put us back on the front page so we can look a little bit. Blinding white light flashes again, and you are in a place completely unfamiliar. The teleportation circle vanishes immediately when you arrive, and when your eyes are able to adjust, what you see is a jaw-dropping sight. Harv, Yatrelf, Kekalis, and Flynn, the four of you are now standing together in a room. Obviously, these are strangers you've never met before, but that hardly even weighs on your mind as you look at what now stands around you. The ceiling and the walls are all smooth and glowing in white. With light shining from every side, it's hard to tell where the walls end and the ceiling begins. The room you are in feels impossible to measure, impossibly huge. And it might not be a trick. It could be magic that fools your senses. There's no way that a room as wide and high as your eyes see can possibly exist, right? But that's not all. As your eyes adjust and you take your first steps within the chamber, you hear a peculiar sound and look down, because you are standing on golden coins. A vast sea of golden coins, bars, golden swords and thrones, chariots, statues, and all manner of other golden or gold-covered items imaginable are heaped and piled high within the room.
Harv would bend down and slowly try and get maybe a coin or two and put in his pocket, because my Bard College loans, they're due and I'm a little bit behind.
Oh yeah, those are killer.
So you know how Scrooge McDuck jumps into his money vault?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
You realize that gold is not a liquid, right? Like, it is gold coins are a solid object.
She'll find out.
Not to Dragonkin there.
So you clap your hands together, you do your best springboard diving impersonation, you just slam your head into the metal coins that make a very solid ground. And after rubbing your head for a minute, you just kind of look around.
I start making snow angels in the coin.
Although Flynn is not adverse to the shiny, he's not exactly. It's not exactly a part of his heart's content. He's much more of a lover of beautiful things and of music. He's gonna have a look around to see if there's anything more distinctive than just the treasure around him.
Sure. What kind of check would you like to make as you examine your surroundings?
In general, Flynn's kind of oblivious, so it doesn't exactly matter.
All right. Let's
Mostly
do
charm.
investigation then. How's that sound?
Fair play. Let's see here.
I'd like to do general perception and see what is bigger
That's
around.
no. It's a bunch of gold.
It's a bunch of gold. You want to do a perception check? Go for it.
It's a bunch of gold.
Bunch of gold.
What is wrong with you guys?
It's not a very high perception character. He's mainly about charm.
Oh, actually, DC 7 perception. That's a success from Y Lady. You find a golden crown that is oh so appealing and looks like it would be a perfect fit for your head. As you approach, you see another item just as exquisite, a gilded longbow. It has intricate designs that run all along the the length of the bow, and there are gold rings and necklaces everywhere.
Wow. I don't touch, other than what I'm walking on, of course.
Can I get a perception check on, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe, like, is this gold magic or something like that? You know, with my half-elf ancestry? Maybe.
If you want to determine if there's some kind of magic at play, that'll be an Arcana check. Excellent. You looking around at the gold and at the room, you're able to determine a couple things. One, there is no magic affecting the room. It certainly is as big and vast as you see it, although you can tell that there's abjuration magic all over the place. And being such a very adept user of the magic arts, you can probably guess that there are defensive wards in place to prevent anyone without permission to come in or get out of this area. You're also able to tell that, as far as you can see, the gold is real. There are no traps or curses attached to anything that you see. And you can also tell that despite just being kind of thrown here in this massive pile, everything is impeccably clean. There is not a spot of dirt or wear or rust on any of the metallic items that are here.
Okay. I mean, there's, you know, Harv is thinking that this is a test. I mean, if the skeletons was a test, then maybe this is a test as well. I don't know how that would translate to this.
Are there two unconscious bodies nearby?
They are not.
So we were all alone?
Who's we? Who's speaking?
I mean, like, is like the group together, or
it's just the 4 people who are conscious right now.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if there's 2 unconscious bodies, then I probably would have gone over and helped them. But if they're nowhere in sight, then
nope.
He's probably just gonna start wandering around and trying to figure out where he is. He's probably calling out to, like, voice that came out of a skull. Where are you?
As you shout out, the ground shifts as a massive pile of gold slowly rises in front of you. Coins and other items roll off from the body of a gargantuan, golden-scaled dragon. Long, flexible spines, like whiskers, run down from above its mouth. Wide and cracked horns sweep back from its nose and brow, and 2 saggy frills run along the back of its long neck. His scales are not as shiny as the items you see in this room, though, and even as massive and impressive as he is, his movements are slow, and the color from his eyes have faded almost entirely to white. The dragon does have one unique feature, however, as it rises from the golden coin in its hoard. You can see that as it places its front claws in front of you, there is a vibrant but harmless green flame that emanates from them. It is majestic and awe-inspiring to see such a huge and terrifying creature so close. But you can see that this one has endured for at least a millennium, if not longer. The gold dragon shifts its head and looks down at you smiling, and in the same booming voice that you heard coming through the mouth of the skull, it greets you. Hello, adventurers. Welcome to my common room. I am Ragvala, the coin maker, and I am in need of your help.
Hello, my name's Harv the Bard, and what have you called us here for, if I may ask you, Ancient One?
Well, I have a bit of an errand that I would like to see completed, but in my old age, I'm afraid that is not something that I can no longer do. But before we speak of the details any longer, and you see him kind of shake his head from side to side, and there's a rattling as many more of the golden coins kind of fall from between his scales back to the ground. And as he does, you see 2 more of those purple portals with the golden sigils open, and 2 skeletons come walking in, carrying two unconscious bodies. They drop them down in front of you, and Rogvala leans down and breathes across the group. As you are coated by this warm gust of air, you feel your wounds closing. You can stand up and are completely refreshed from your encounter with the skeletons. Everybody is restored to full as if they had finished a long rest.
Huh. Well, for a second there, I was thinking that might have been your dinner, but I can see now that probably would have been presumptuous in me thinking. Grandfather amongst dragons, this request you would make of us and to these newcomers, what exactly would it entail, and how dangerous, seeing as how your invitation came in the form of an attack?
Well, as I said, I always must test the mettle of those I choose to interact with, and I must say, you all performed admirably. Even you, as it leans down and gestures towards Wolf and Crisscross. You are very impressive in combat. Your skills admirable.
But how would you even know of me, I assume us?
He kind of leans in, right? And he puts one elbow on the ground, and he kind of props up his chin with his fist, and then he waves the other hand lazily in the air, kind of dismissing your question. Oh, it matters not. I can sense greatness within you, and have decided to reach out for something great.
Oh, great one. I will follow you to death.
Well,
And
hopefully we won't be coming to that.
I'm groveling and cowering and bowing this entire time.
No, children. There is danger, but that is not the extent of what I ask from you. It is simply, I need you to go to a place that I no longer can.
Where is that, oh great one?
Well, it is in the Quivering Forest. I would like you to retrieve an item from there, one lost many, many years ago. I, in my old age, am no longer capable of changing my form to something more suiting, more appeasing. And I am too afraid to enter the forest, for that I may trample on the precious trees that live there. So instead, I offer you to ride on my back, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity already, and then go into the forest on my behalf and recover something that I need.
What color is this dragon?
He is a gold dragon.
Oh, okay. All right. Do I need to do like a survival check or anything, like, to know the difference between chromatic and metallic dragons?
Yeah, if you want.
It's just
when he breathed on a lot of us, did we get essentially the effect of a long rest?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Spells back.
Wolf is cautiously looking around, trying to figure out who all these people are and why he's.
I don't trust the dragon.
Grandfather among dragons, judging by your extreme age and the unfortunate cataracts of your eyes, is it at all to be safe to be flying at your age? If you cannot transform, then can you drive?
Silence, insolent fool. He is a god amongst us.
I'm merely asking out of curiosity and concern for the mighty beast.
It is okay, fine kobold. Yes, I can fly still. It is nothing but my magics that seem to fail me. In my ancient and long years, I seem to forget the necessary movements, words, for completing the spells.
Hi, yes, Harv again. What kind of deed will we be doing for you? I'm just concerned, with the way sometimes dragon can act. Uh, would you say this is be good or evil?
Well, it is neither. And I would not dream of doing something evil. And he literally makes air quotes as he says evil. Uh, all I require is for you to go into the forest and locate a magical loot called the Dragon's Sorrow.
Oh, Harv ears perk up.
A loot, you say?
Yes, it is a magical loot. It says that it never breaks, which is why I feel it is still there today. And it was once owned by a friend of mine. I would like to return it to him as a gift, but I cannot enter into the forest.
Is there
Oh.
anything guarding this loot?
I do not believe so.
I would be delighted to go into the forest for you.
Harv will loot this loot for you.
Excellent. The last known location of the loot is somewhere within the quivering forest, near the Moonsea. I had thought it impossible, since the loot was lost some nearly 800 years ago. But apparently, news of a wandering bard has found this magical item. A man named Vagabond Victor. We should seek out this Vagabond Victor and ask him for the loot's location.
So, do you know where this vagabond Victor is?
Somewhere deep in the forest where I cannot go.
Yeah, I'll do it for a dragon ride.
Well, of course, riding to the quivering forest shall be a fun adventure for you small ones enough. But if you assist me, I will also let you take some treasure from my hoard as a way of saying thanks.
Then
Fabulous.
I think all of us are agreed. And Flynn takes a slight bow. Then to you, grandfather amongst dragons, on the name of the beautiful voice of the nymph Echo, I shall, as a bard myself, see what I can do about retrieving this loot for you. Yeah, have my service.
Excellent. And you may all borrow anything you found here. And he kind of gestures his sweeping hoard. Any items, any equipment, you're free to take. You cannot keep it, though. If you try to sell it or trade it, then they will magically return here and you will be killed instantly. And he kind of shrugs nonchalantly.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
Well-
Give me that Vorpal sword over there.
I don't think he's got a Vorpal sword.
So what does he have?
Basically everything in adventuring gear except covered in gold.
Like like a crossbow or something like that.
Yeah, there's a gilded crossbow. Why not?
Oh.
Flynn already has a silver loot. He doesn't need a gold one.
Do I see any like magical markings on the gilded crossbow?
No.
I'm gonna take me a golden rapier.
Oh yeah. Look fancy while you cut down enemies. I like it.
Can I pick it up and see how heavy it is?
It's actually lighter than a standard rapier. I mean, gold is lighter and softer than most metals.
Gold's very heavy.
Is it? That's what I said.
Yeah,
It's
gold
very
is
heavy.
It's also more malleable and conducts
Another test!
heat better.
Excuse me, sir, Mr. Dragon. Would it be possible for me to try this crossbow on your skelly friend?
Oh no. I don't like violence just for the sake of violence.
I'm not sure if I believe him.
You could think of it less as violence and more of target practice. I don't think it would probably kill the skeleton if the skeleton can be killed again.
Rogvala kind of starts to shimmy and shake as he rises up completely from the hoard of coins. He stands ahead of you, towering, massive, and he leans his head down and looks to you six. Well, are we ready?
Hold on one moment. Do you have a heavy crossbow I can borrow?
He just turns and looks, and yeah, there's a heavy crossbow over there.
Mind if I borrow it for a while?
You're free to borrow anything you would like. Just like I said, you cannot keep any of it.
Alright,
Is
thanks.
is the golden longbow better than my longbow?
No.
I think I shall
we're
resist
role
that.
playing.
Just clad in head to toe in completely golden armor and weapons, I'm gonna start climbing on the dragon.
That's the spirit.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll get on that dragon too.
All aboard.
No. So, you go to climb up the dragon, and he kind of holds out his hand and stops you. He opens up his mouth, and he kind of makes a like a retching noise, and you see a large spell scroll capped with golden wheels comes out of his mouth and floats in midair. The scroll unravels itself, and the spell activates, and a familiar magical circle of purplish hue appears underneath the dragon. The gold-inscribed runes and symbols begin to move clockwise, and the circle is massive enough to accommodate the dragon's size. Rogvala lowers his body to the ground and moves the end of his tail closer to its stomach for you to use as a makeshift stairwell to up on his back.
I would like to try to read the scroll before it was completely used.
Nope. The lights from the magic made it impossible to read. Oh, it's so impossible.
All aboard.
I'll go up the stairwell.
Yeah, I go up as well.
I go up as well.
With excitement.
We're going on the back, right?
Yep, you're climbing
yeah.
up onto his back, and
You
once
see me on the back.
there, that's
Riding on a dragon.
Yeah.
My token.
Best
This is like
adventure ever.
Is this like a metaphor for heroin or something?
Yes.
I'm gonna be on his head, and I'm gonna be doing the whole Falcor scene from Neverending.
The never-ending story.
Yeah.
Flint starts playing that like acoustic company in that. In the back.
You guys are so lucky the jukebox doesn't really work anymore. I would have so queued that shit up right now. All right. So, everybody's in place. He turns and looks back at all of you. So, let's go on an adventure, shall we?
I cheer, yeah!
We
We
all agree, so we do it.
Please don't drop me.
We're riding on a dragon.
All right. You get teleported right above the southern edge of the Dragonspire Mountains, and a strong gust of wind continuously hits your skin as you ride on the ancient dragon's back, some 20,000 feet above the ground. As you finish teleporting, you are just kind of like hanging in midair. Rogvala unfurls his wings and begins to flap, flying. And he begins to move towards the quivering forest.
I am so gonna die.
Can I grab hold of the other party members?
Sure.
He's gonna take us down with him.
I didn't know we would be this high. It's kind of scary.
But just think about the joys of falling, and don't think about hitting the ground.
Uh,
Can I scan the forest to see if there's anything of interest?
you're so far high above the ground. It's like literally you just see a big green area of trees, and there's a forest, and there's mountains, and I mean you're so very high up. Everything down there looks so small and minuscule.
I think I'm starting to get vertigo.
Above you is a thick layer of clouds. To the east, the sun shows its massive spherical form while spreading its light to the land below. And the fresh morning air fills your nose as wonder and excitement floods your heart. And looking down below, the region's namesake glitters as it reflects the light from the morning sun. The Moonsea is simply breathtaking.
Harv is in awe.
Do not like this height.
I can't believe what I'm seeing already.
As you guys are taking in the sights and sounds, Ragvala it lets out a hearty laugh. Ha 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 ha! Enjoying yourselves, adventurers?
No, not at all. Please hurry.
Fear not, we'll be on the ground in no time. And as he turns ahead and begins to fly again, a loud screeching noise can be heard behind you.
He turned his head, so is Kekulis okay? I mean,
Yeah, he's all right. He's hanging
Okay,
on to the
all right.
horns up there.
Turn into
I'm
look
having the
behind
time of
him
my
and
life.
made the cry.
Yes, as you turn around the check, you see an unusually large eagle-like creature flying towards you at a great speed. The strange thing about this creature is that it has 4 legs, its front legs looking the same as what an eagle should have, complete with long talons. And those long talons are actually outstretched in your direction. Its hind legs, however, look a lot more like it belongs to a land animal, perhaps a lion.
I look towards this thing as it's approaching, and I say, why should you not trust a wizard to carry anything? Because they can trip at any moment. And I'll cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on it.
Hold that thought. You can still totally do that. Just hold that thought.
Can I get a nature check on what kind of creature this is?
The 4-legged creature flies higher than you and the dragon. And as soon as it is right above you, it folds its wings to its side, opens its beak, and begins to dive towards your direction, while releasing an ear-shattering screeching noise.
I'm gonna save those dice.
It's gonna eat us.
Does it, like, does the screeching have any effect on us?
It lets you know that it's there and it's mad.
Very mad.
I'm guessing it's attacking us. I want to attack it, but I don't want old meaty old Goldie over here to get mad.
I want to ready an action. If it gets close enough, I want to hit it with my bow.
Okay, and then who was it that wanted to cast Hideous Laughter?
Flynn.
Okay, so go ahead and subtract the slot, and you pull out your loot and get ready to cast. But as you do, Ragvala looks back and shouts out a simple no. And you can feel the magic just dissipates in the air. The creature kind of stops its dive and is looking at you.
Huh.
I'm messed up.
Ragvala, you can feel that your hideous laughter, the magic has just dissipated, and that the no was directed towards you as he cast a counter spell. He looks back. I cannot assist too much with you on my back for fear that you will fall. But be cautious. It is but a hungry creature, is it not?
Yes, and all I was going to do was tell it a joke to get it to back off and maybe fall a little bit before gaining its wings again. but now I can't do that.
The Griffin, at first, kind of thrown off by Rogvala's loud command, seems to be circling around, ready to make another dive bomb.
So, are you going to do that again if I attempt to cast on it again?
Rogvala doesn't answer. He just kind of looks at you and raises an eyebrow. Handle this as you would like, adventurers.
Can I throw some rations at it?
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I throw 1 day of ration at it.
Let's just for sake. What would you say your rations are? What kind of food?
I don't really know.
Okay. Well,
bread, dried fruit, dried meat.
Dried meat. Okay, cool. So the Griffin starts to dive down, right? And then as it's diving down, you see it's going straight for Kekalis, because he's the smallest and probably would be the easiest to snatch up.
But I'm on the head.
Yeah, sure, why not? But as you kind of throw the ration into the air, you see its eagle eyes just immediately lock onto it, and it shifts, and then it darts away and kind of drops down, because the food would have fallen down, and grabs it and starts tearing at it.
Good bird. Good birdie.
A few moments go by, and the creature has quickly gobbled down the rations that you had thrown out. And you can see that it's starting to fly above the dragon once more.
Guys, it wants some more. Do you have more rations?
I'll toss one.
I'll throw one in the opposite direction as she is.
Okay, so two people throw rations in the opposite direction. It just kind of looks at one and then the other, and then it dives down for whichever one is closest. And we'll say that would be Yatrelf's. Nailed it.
You're doing great.
And same as before, it quickly scoops it up and starts tearing at the meat in its talon. And then after gobbling it up, it kind of looks up at the rest of you. This time, however, it doesn't fly above Rogvala and try to dive down to grab one of you. Instead, it kind of just goes up to like Rogvala's back, where his hind legs are, and he kind of lands and starts walking towards you cautiously, squawking the whole time.
I feed him another ration.
Who is it talking, by the way?
Oh, it's Christopher.
Okay, all right. So feeding him the second ration, right? Can you describe that to me? Because he's walking towards you. Do you just kind of throw it to him, or do you hold it out for him, or I don't know if you want to get that close. What are you doing?
I cautiously approach him, and when I'm close enough, I slide the ration towards him.
All right. Do me a favor. Make an animal handling check.
Oh,
that's excellent. So the Griffin comes up, and it eats the ration again. And then as it does, it kind of looks up at you, and it sprints towards you very fast. But when it does, it doesn't slash at you with its talons or try to rend you with its beak. Instead, it just kind of ducks down, and it takes its head, and it's kind of like pushing it into your hand.
I stroke its head.
And as you do, it starts to make a cooing sound. You can tell that it's quite contented right now.
Oh, it's just hungry, guys.
I don't like
the only issue that we'd be having is was initially hungry for you.
Yeah, I feel like this is. I feel like this is like feeding an owlbear. You shouldn't do it, or else it's gonna ask for more.
Not to mention, it affects the ecosystem. What happens next time when it goes wandering towards a town and they don't got nothing to feed it?
Yeah, but I don't feel very good about killing creatures,
Okay.
especially the neutral ones.
They make loyals mounts. Whoops, that was Comotalk's voice.
What should we do with them?
As you guys are having this conversation, the griffin releases another screeching noise. However, this time, it moves ever closer to Harv, and to Chris, and it moves its head forward and rubs it against your chest while it's still flying. It lowers itself down a little bit and adjusts its flying speed to match Rogvala's before exposing its back to you. The only assumption that you can make is that it wants you to hop on its back for a ride.
Don't worry,
Alright.
it's gonna feed you to the babies.
Yeah, it seems legit.
I'm gonna write it.
Okay.
I wonder.
With one strong flap of its wings, the griffin soars upward, flying at incredible speed until it enters the thick layer of clouds. For a few seconds, you do not see
Never heard from again.
anything but white. You do your best to keep your eyes open while the wind hits your face, and a second more and everything above you is blue in color as you fly high above the clouds. Not a single cloud can be seen except when you look down. And to the east, a majestic orb of orange and yellow light blinds you until your eyes adjust. You have never seen a sun this big. This massive orb is rising in its own leisurely pace to light the world you are currently in, and the griffin wanted to show you this magnificent sight.
What a peaceful world is this. What a peaceful sight we are in. And then I rub the head of the griffin.
Feeling contented and knowing that you appreciate the sight, the griffin is going to fly back down to Rogvala's back and give you an opportunity to rejoin the party.
Alright. And then I rub it again and say thanks in common, in Elvish, and I rub it, rub its head.
Okay. All right. The griffin gives one last little screech and then it flies off, presumably towards its nest.
You're back. I didn't expect to see you.
I'm glad it didn't bring me to its nest.
The Rogvala looks back and he asks you, "So, how was your trip with the griffin?"
It was life-changing.
Yes, they are amazing creatures, aren't they? I have heard tale of them becoming trained knights, and actually seem to recall them being used in the reclamation of Flan. Yes, griffins are one of the most noble and wondrous creatures of the sky.
Made me realize how beautiful this world is, and what a waste would it be if this world is destroyed.
It would be indeed. Yes. Alright, Rogvala is content to have you guys continue flying forward if nobody has anything else to say or ask.
I'm keeping an eye out for other flying creatures. I did not like that.
Okay, well, it's a good thing you do, because as you near the quivering forest, a shower of glittering dust falls on the party from above. Looking up, you hear giggles and laughter as you see a group of tiny creatures that resemble butterflies. Looking closer, they resemble miniature elves with a pair of wings on their back.
Ah, it's be a bunch of sprites.
It's not a
I speak to them in Elvish to try and see if they speak Elvish.
They reply to you in Elvish and then Common. Hello.
Okay. Hi. So, what are you up to?
I'm Aki.
Oh, so you're Aki. I'm Christopher.
Hi, Christopher. Will you play with us?
Actually, I have an important thing to do. Brandon right here
I'm gonna cut you off right there
wants us to do something for him.
because as you're saying this, you notice there's one pixie for each of you, and each pixie is going to cast polymorph on a different target. So right now, I need everybody to make a it says wisdom save, but I know it's charisma, but it's okay. Make a wisdom save, please. Okay. Oh, yes.
If only it was a charisma, which I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I think it even says it in the spell description there.
My charisma's worse.
Oh, no. In the spell description, it says wisdom. Wow.
Nice.
All right,
so
anyway.
wisdom.
Yatrelthicus, Wolf, and Christopher, and Flynn. Oh my god, 4 of you. You are polymorphed. Yeah, Yatrelth, you become a giant goat. Wolf, you become a giant hyena. And Christopher and Flynn, you both are gonna be polymorphed into a giant octopus.
Oh.
I do the octopus dance.
Do I have trouble staying on the dragon's back as a ghost?
Absolutely, you do. All of you who are polymorphed lose your balance and immediately begin to fall.
Would I be able to, by any chance, dig my claws into the scales?
Pause. Nah.
Yep.
Nah, the dragon scales are quite thick. You know, you wouldn't be able to penetrate his massive hide. The pixies begin to chuckle and laugh. As I believe only, is it Kekalis and Harv are left in their humanoid forms?
Harv, yeah, is definitely in his.
So now with them all polymorphed, the pixies are gonna look at you two. Let's play a game! Quick, quick! The first one to touch all your falling friends win! If you win, you gain a friend. If you lose, well, you lose a friend. Hee.
Those are some high stakes.
I don't really have a plan for this. This is. I feel like I should jump off.
Everybody,
Well, as
everybody,
he's
do me a
saying
favor.
this,
Roll
I've already
initiative.
jumped off.
You said you jumped off, Kekalis?
Yeah, to go touch the friend.
All right, everybody, roll initiative.
Do we still understand that even though we're animals?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, everybody's in initiative order. Okay, Kekalis, you said you jumped. I guess. Actually, here, let me put them in here too. All right. So, when it's your turn, I need you to make a athletics or acrobatics check. Your choice. Okay? Every round, you fall 500 feet. If you pass your check, you slap your arms and legs to your side, and you dive down to help you descend faster. Currently, all of the polymorphed are already 500 feet below those of you on Ragvala.
For us that are polymorphed, can we just spread out our limbs to slow our descent?
Nope. you can try to slow your descent, but you really can't because you're still heavy and gravity is a thing. All right, Wolf, beginning your turn. Strength, athletics. If you don't want to fall faster, you just wouldn't make the roll. And I think Wolf is currently polyed, so here, let me.
I rolled a 10. I shouldn't have rolled.
That's okay. We just won't count it.
Then I am done.
Give me a second. I'm trying to work out a logical way to make this make sense. Okay, so Wolf fell. He's at 1,000. Crisscross, Y-Lady, Flynn are at 500. And the other two, you're on Rogvala. Literally. All right, Kekalis, you said that you jump, correct?
Without hesitation, because I'm a hero.
And when you jump, you hear the tinkling of the pixies' laughter again, as they cast fly on you. Boop.
Well, that's mighty helpful.
Okay.
Wait, no, I can only move 60 feet down. Wait.
Oh no, you can still fall. You know, the 500 feet in a round, because that's the normal fall speed, and then you can still make the strength or dex check to try and catch up to one of your friends. But now you won't die. That's a good thing. Okay, so you fall 500 feet, and you're even with the rest of your friends.
Try to give them the good old touchy touch.
Okay, who? You can grab one of them.
Are any of them gnomes?
No, there are no gnomes here.
Okay, then the nearest one.
Which is... Come on.
Flynn?
Okay, so then when you touch Flynn, he ceases to be a... What are you?
I think you said that Flynn took the form of a giant octopus.
Okay, he ceases to be a giant octopus. He turns back into his regular self, and then you hear, again, as the pixies cast fly on him as well. Harv.
So if you don't mind, I was thinking about this, like, this is a concentration spell. I'm wondering if Harv would know that it's a concentration spell. Can I do Arcana?
Arcana check, yeah, sure. Yeah, all right. You know that it requires concentration.
And they wouldn't cast fly on the other ones. No, I'll play your game, DM.
DM
for friends. Harv will go after the friends, the party.
Okay, and the one casts fly on you, and you fall down, and then are you gonna try and reach out to somebody?
Yeah, I'll take your Trelth.
Okay. It would be Chris's turn. He's going to fall 500 feet, and then I'm assuming you're not going to try and fall faster, right? That seems counterintuitive to what you want to do.
Yeah, but can I try to maneuver towards the other guys?
Yeah, there's no reason you can't say that you did that. On the Pixies' turn, you see them flying down and effortlessly drop down the 1,000 feet. They're all kind of hovering around Wolf and Crisscross, and they're kind of like they all have their hands and fingers outstretched, like they're going to touch them, but then they don't. Like they're just like, it's like, oh, I'm not touching you, and they're looking up at the rest of you, as obviously if they touch them, you would lose the game. So it's like they're just taunting you as they, plummet thousands of feet to their inevitable death. Trelf, you are currently flying. You can either give in to gravity and fall down, or you can try to head up.
I want to keep going down and try to touch Wolf.
Okay. Yeah. You drop down and you are able to grab him. Wolf ceases being whatever it is that he was, and as the polymorph ends, you hear another pixie reach out and boop, give him a fly spell. Okay.
God, I'm not a hyena.
Flynn?
I see this is a right game for you, wee sprites. And Flynn is going to drop down and see if he can't get a hold of what was until recently a fellow giant.
Yes. Song request, hold my hand. That's exactly right.
And
Wait a
see
minute.
if I can get
Song,
hold of
where's my music?
Chris.
Where'd it go? Alright, there we go.
Is the giant squid suffocating?
No, I don't think they're amphibian only. Alright, what are we doing? Flynn, you said you were going to try and grab Chris, right?
Yes.
Okie dokie. You are able to grab him. And that would be the last of the party members. They cease to be polymorphed. Everybody has the fly spell now cast on them. And Rogvala turns and looks and waits. Mischievous pixies, be gone! And as he shouts, they all just kind of... There's peals of laughter that kind of ring out over the sky where you all are flying.
I fly as fast as possible back.
I say in Elvish, see you later, guys. And then I ride back to Ragvala.
Okay. You all make it back to Rogvala safely. And as you do, the one that seems to be in charge, who identified themselves as Aki, she comes up to you. Friends! We are now friends! Thank you for playing with us. Since we are friends, I can tell you where to hear good music. Do you want to know?
I love good music.
Inside the forest, you go down, down, left, up. And then
Down, down.
down, down, left, up. Eee! And then
Thank you,
the
friend.
pixies begin to fly away.
That's one heck of a riddle for us. I do not know what to do.
What was it again? Down, down, left, up.
Pretty sure it was down, down, up, left.
You said down, down, left, up. I wrote it down as you said it.
Yeah, down, left, down, up. Yeah.
Alright.
All right.
Guys, that's a Mortal Kombat fatality move.
Maybe they have one more trick left to play. Okay, so you guys continue to fly along, right? And then Rogvala turns around. I believe this is where I will require your skills. I am too old to transform into a smaller creature, and I do not wish to enter the forest in this form. I am far too big, and I might destroy the trees. This place is very special to me. A lot of my adventures with my friends during the old days happened here. I ask you to find the magical loot, Dragon's Sorrow, and bring it to me. Doing so would mean everything. And the dragon gives you a gentle smile as he lands and looks over at you. But as he looks at you, you can't, even though he's smiling and he's been nothing but kind, you can't help but see the sadness as he reminisces of days gone by.
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna return your magical loot for you.
Okay.
I scrambled down off his back and say, "Never again. I will never fly again."
I need a token.
Grandfather, as you before you breathed on us and seemed to restore some of our essential vitality. Seeing as how he inadvertently robbed me of a single use of a spell, do you mean perhaps to just breathe, a little snort, maybe get it back?
I'm afraid I cannot. It is beyond my abilities today.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Come on, where's my villager token, damn it? Party token.
Where do we go from here?
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to sort something out on my end, and then we'll get you going. Oh god, it's gonna be like way down here, isn't it? Oh yeah. Alright, screw it. We're just gonna... The Predator is where the party is now. Okay. Alright. As you land, the thick fog covers the ground. Every step you make, you can feel your foot being devoured by the mud. All around, tall grass and wild plants penetrate the fog, and in every direction, with large ancient trees that are too close to each other. Their crown prevents most, if not all, of the sunlight to pass through, covering the entire forest in dim light. Now, traversing through the forest is going to be difficult. It's going to, the way is mostly obscured by plants and thick fog, and in order to try and navigate your way through the forest, I'm going to need the party to decide on a navigator.
Do you have a ranger in the party?
Yep, a wood elf ranger at that.
Oh,
Oh, perfect. I vote for
Itral.
you Charles to be the navigator. How about you guys?
I second that vote.
I said
Harv says, it's all file behind the ranger. Good friends.
Okay. Oh god.
I would like to be in the middle of the pack.
so.
Oh god.
Can we do a perception to make sense of our surroundings?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Something else I'm trying to set up here.
Alright.
Oh man. I don't think I have it set up. Oh, well, screw it. We'll just roll manually. Okay, Navigator. In order to try and get your bearings, you need to do a survival check.
Okay, so how do I do the... Let's see what... That's a wisdom. When I make an intelligence or wisdom check related to my favored terrain, my proficiency bonus is doubled.
Okay, what's your favorite terrain? Is it forest?
Forest.
All right. Just whenever you make a roll, we'll have to mentally add 2.
Okay.
All right. Survival check. Holy shit.
I grew
Wow.
up in this forest, I know it well.
All right. As you look around, You can detect there are large bear tracks that head to the west and small humanoid footprints heading to the east. You also are able to tell that heading to the west is a dangerous path, and therefore it is the most probably unexplored area with a higher chance of well, it says that you would know there's a higher chance of rare items, but that's it. That doesn't seem right. It more unusual and strange encounters. There we go. You also detect that there are several large bear traps barely concealed in the mud. There seem to be 6 of them all through the area here.
I want to use my staff and trigger them so that they won't hurt anybody or any.
Sounds fair.
Okay, so from here, bears have gone that way, and humanoids have gone this way. We're looking for Vagabond Victor. He's probably, what do you guys think, humanoid?
He's probably with the bear tracks.
Most likely.
As entertaining as it would be to go follow a bear, maybe we be following the humanoid. It seems more aligned with our marker.
And does there look like anything around here that might remotely relate to down?
Well, I mean, from where you're standing, I mean, you can head in almost any direction in the forest. It's just, when you look around, you see there are tracks to the east and west.
Someone.
I'll go ahead.
Alright, someone with the name Vagabond Victor. It kind of feels like this person is, he likes danger. So maybe he took the dangerous path, but I'm not sure we should follow that path.
I feel like we should follow where the bear traps lead to, like if there was a trail that went off behind them.
For truth was never it was never told. It was more true than the closer we are to danger, the farther we are from harm.
That's good offense.
I find in life always take the path most less traveled.
So, you guys entered from the north, so that's what, like, looking back through to the north, you can still see Rogvala there at the trees. So where are we going? Are we gonna head east, west, or are you gonna try to push to the south?
Oh, south.
I want to go fight a bear.
I think we should head south, though, because if we're looking at a map, south would be more down.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Before we
So
leave,
I'll
I
look-
would like to pick up a couple bear traps in the
Okay.
Even if there are no tracks to the south, I'll look for a passable path.
Yeah. Like I said, you guys can travel in any direction. It's just when you look, you can see there are worn paths to east and west. Cool. All right. Traveling to the south. You guys travel for about 2 hours, and it's not altogether difficult terrain. So if you need to take a short rest, you can. Although I don't think anybody's been hurt or would benefit. You hear the laughter of tiny old men can be heard from the southeast, while the sound of 2 large pieces of iron slowly grinding against each other echoes through from the northeast. As you kind of marvel at these strange sounds, brown feathered fowls fly towards the west, while in the south, everything is eerily quiet. Getting deeper into the forest, your eyes seem to be playing tricks on you, as all the plant life, including the leaves on the ground around you, glow in bright, different colors. It's like the plants are making a neon rainbow.
Wait.
South, I vote.
I didn't smoke weed.
If I can,
today.
if I can interrupt, as you talk, the notes of the syllables as you speak make all the plants glow and change colors with different visualizations as the plants respond to the sounds.
As I'm seeing these things respond to the sounds of voices, I think I would like to take out my lute and do a performance of an enthralling performance. If I perform for 1 minute, you can attempt to inspire or wonder in an audience by singing or reciting, and they have to make a DC save or be charmed.
You're trying to charm the plants?
Just seeing if I do anything.
Well, you're not going to charm the plants, but something does happen. As you begin to play this melody on you said lute, and as you begin to sing, you notice that there are patterns forming in the plants as they respond to the music. All the plants and leaves on the pathway to the north glow steadily in gray colors, while the plants and leaves that head to the northeast glow red and pulsate. All the plants and leaves on the pathway to the southeast pulsate and glow in a gray color as well, while the plants and leaves on the pathway to the south rapidly pulsate and glow in gray. And the plants and leaves in the pathway to the southwest pulsate and glow in yellow, while, and lastly, the plants and leaves that form a pathway to the northwest gently pulsate and glow green.
Generally speaking, green is good. Maybe we should follow what the plants think.
Maybe we should go south, because if they're rapidly pulsating gray, they might be saying that someone is like the path is fading away faster.
I think south since down.
Huh. I speak to the plants and I said, I did not smoke weed today.
I'm thinking this would be the forest trying to give us a little bit of a hint. Red, generally speaking, means danger. Green, generally speaking, means good. If there be benevolent spirits or the plants themselves are aware of our
It's a
endeavor,
stoplight.
maybe they could be guiding us towards what we're seeking.
Maybe it's a traffic light, right? Green means
Yeah.
go. Red means stop.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just throwing things out there to mess with you.
Green seems nice.
But how would that be down? Because if we're facing south,
Yeah, south is a pulsating gray pathway.
Rapidly, correct?
Rapidly.
and the green was northwest.
Northwest.
The pixies said, they did say down, left, up.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what we're going to make of left.
So should we listen to the pixies though, just in case they were trying to get us into a trap or something, like tricking us?
Left would be west.
Well, need you guys to make a choice.
I'm inclined to south.
Yeah, me as well.
I say south as well.
I will
I'm still
follow.
of the opinion that green is probably good, but south more. It's fine.
Okay, so
I mean, yeah, putting our trust in pixies here, but so it is. They are sometimes reliable.
I mean, to be fair, we're making a very general assumption, assuming that south means down instead of literally down.
Yeah, but it's the closest we've got to down that we've seen so far.
all right.
This was the gray pulsing. South was the gray pulsing.
Yes. You guys already decided down. No, going back now. Navigator,
Yeah,
I need
we're
you
good.
to make another survival check. Damn. All right.
+2.
Yeah, 23. I don't think it matters. Wait, where is this? 5.
That's some good rolls.
I'm going to get a nat 1 next, just wait.
Continuing down this path leads you to a clearing within the forest that seems to be a safe area to camp and rest. To the south, you see a small bald figure, a halfling, wearing a black cloak with a small white emblem printed on it. Crossed swords with a polyhedron shaped like iron above. The man is facing a giant tree, whistling out loud while taking a leak. After peeing for a full 60 seconds, he turns around in one swift action while pulling up his pants and waves at you, knowing full well where you are at. With an annoying, high-pitched voice, he yells out, "Hey, what's up, witches? Are you witches? No? Good! I'm Tebin Dander! Are you lost? Because I am! Help, maybe?"
We are lost as well. Kind of. I'm not sure.
Not really.
Yeah?
I'm looking for Victor.
Victor? I don't know who Victor is.
He's a vagabond.
As he approaches, you can see that he's quite old and he's almost homeless looking. He's wearing alcohol-stained and tattered looking clothes. He's got holes in his pants, and he wears a black cloak with this strange symbol on it.
What race is he? You know, and also can I have an insight check to see if
Halfling. He's a halfling.
Oh, okay. And can I have that insight check?
For yeah, insight what though?
Oh, to see, you know, he said he's. Oh, I don't know Victor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can insight. You don't trust him. He could be lying.
As he's approaching, just turning back the way we came, does it seem like we can still go that way?
There's no reason you couldn't. But hey, if you're gonna leave, let me come with you.
Why are you traveling by yourself?
I told you I'm lost. I was with some friends before, but I think we got separated, or maybe they left me.
Where were you going?
I don't know. We were all quite drunk at the time.
I'm suspicious. Can I do an insight to determine whether this guy is really lost or...
Sure.
Yes,
Sure.
I mean, he seems quite oblivious, but...
I mean, did you not see my insight roll? That was amazing.
Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth.
Oh, so the ass is actually lost. I tell the other guys, this guy seems to be really lost.
Really lost? Like, I'm so lost right now?
Well, where would you want to be?
I guess with you. Anywhere that I am with friends is always a great place to be.
More
Okay.
than kind. Looking around, does there appear to be other paths, or is this kind of a dead end?
Oh, yeah, as always, there's paths all around the forest.
How long have you been traveling by yourself?
Oh, it's been many days I've been left alone. I don't like to be alone. Hey, do you guys want to hear a story?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. There was this one time, right? I was walking through the jungle here, and as I was walking, I saw a bird. It was a big old bird, and it swooped down, and it started drinking some water. Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh,
Lightning.
how does this bird look like?
It had wings and talons, and it wasn't a big bird, but it wasn't a little bird either.
So which way would be left on a map?
I think it's this way, and he points in both directions, like left and right.
It would be the west, comrade.
I think if we're assuming that down is south, then yeah, left would be west.
Yeah, and then up would be west, and then left
North.
would be down.
Well,
What
we
he
should
said.
take this man because it
If
would
you
be
want
the
to
right thing to
accommodate
do.
us, Mr. Halfling,
Yeah,
sir,
but since
then maybe be on the left.
I'm sorry?
You said your name. You said your name was Devin.
Oh! No! We didn't introduce ourselves! My name is Temendander!
Temin.
Temendander, that's
Temin.
right!
I'm Trelf. It's very nice to meet you.
You... What? That sure is a funny name.
Well,
I'm
I'm a
Chris.
funny lady.
Nice to meet you, Chris. Do you want to hear a story? Why?
You should tell us on the
Just yesterday, I was rummaging through the forest here, trying to find something to eat, 'cause I was mighty hungry. And as I was looking, I found a bug. It was a big old bug, but it was a funny color.
here, I will
Huh.
give you some rations.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
No,
You want to hear another story? The last time I had some rations, it was probably, I don't know, it was a long time ago, but they were really yummy.
So Flynn just starts heading west.
So,
If you're kind of
where do you
following
guys?
along, we want then just keep moving.
Yeah, hey, is it okay if I come with you guys?
Yes, sure.
All right. Hey,
Yeah,
You have
I-
to be quiet though.
yeah, I'll be quiet. Hey, do you want to hear a story?
And I tell
Yes,
him,
tell us as we walk.
yeah.
Okay, try as he his very best to keep quiet. He just can't resist telling you stories, and as he begins to talk, his voice gets louder and louder, and you see that he really doesn't have a filter. He just keeps talking and talking. A matter of fact, he talks so very much that it is mentally exhausting. As long as Temendander is with the party, everybody acts as if they have a level of exhaustion.
Can I
could I attempt
gag
to
him and
make
bind his hands?
quiet?
Hey! What's the rag for?
We have to be quiet, otherwise the
Uh,
monsters will
oh,
find us. and my-
I thought we were being quiet. That's very chaotic behavior there, pal. Why would you gag me? You're starting to sound like my other party.
Because we need stealth.
Yes.
Stealth? I can be stealthy. Do you want to hear a story? There was this one time I was being real quiet, like, okay?
Can I attempt to charm him with?
I don't believe it.
Yeah, you can charm him.
Yeah. DC.
Then he'll only tell you stories.
Charisma save before he is charmed for, I believe, an hour.
Do I have a Temendander? I think he's this right here. Give me 1 second. I had to find a sheet. Toggle. Whisper toggle.
While you're doing that, I would also like to fall back behind the party a little bit to keep an eye out on the surroundings.
So wisdom save, you said, yeah?
Yeah, wisdom save of 13.
15.
What was it that you were casting?
Well, I wasn't casting. This was enthralling performance is a feature of the
Yeah.
glamour. They are completely unaware that I was to charm them. It might not have worked, but maybe I could have convinced him to be a good little boy and be quiet. But if not,
You know, you're a very pretty fella. I had a friend once. He used to be real pretty like that. He was, what's the fancy word for people who like to sing and dance?
Bard?
Oh yeah, a bard! Do you want to hear a story about my bard friend?
Wait, you said you had a party before.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what happened to them?
Well, no, I don't. We were walking through, and then something heavy hit me in the head. And then when I woke up, my feet were tied together and all my friends are gone.
We need to be cautious, guys.
I'm thinking maybe your gag idea was a good one.
Yeah, I agree.
It's definitely not him unconscious.
So, yeah, maybe not unconscious, because then one of us would have to be carrying him, but hands tied behind his back, gag in his mouth. Just tell him to walk.
Hey! Why?
It'll be fine.
Are we still getting that exhaustion from his mumbled gag?
I'd say no, but you're still very annoyed.
Annoyed we can take.
Alright,
So we were headed west.
West? Okay. As you look to the west, you see that there's a distinct fork. It's kind of to the northwest and the southwest. Which way would you be going?
Southwest?
Well, we're gonna go up after that, which would be north if we're following the pixie directions. So, what do you think? North?
Which way looks friendlier? Or maybe we look for tracks now if we're looking for a specific guy.
Both avenues look identical. Temendander is.
If you have something to say and an opinion, just points. Just points.
He gestures that you've tied his hands together.
With his
He
head.
can gesture.
I think he's talking about his other friends, and that's probably not the best guide for us. I doubt they were looking for what we're looking for.
Yeah, but they were attacked. I think his previous party was attacked by something.
Yeah, attacked by something that knocked only him out. Miss Ranger, the paths appear identical. Are there any tracks at all?
No.
Perception, survival, what do you want?
It's gonna be another survival check. Although, wait, you haven't told me which way you're going yet.
Yeah, northwest. Well, actually, this one we were looking for tracks between the two paths.
No, they look identical. There's no distinct marking or features. The only indication of which would be better than the other, Temendander, he seems to have a strong opinion on the matter.
Removing the gag for 1 second and speak.
I want to tell you a story about one time we went.
Latest to the north.
Maybe we try north then.
Yeah.
At the northwest.
Oh, okay. Heading to the northwest. And 20 on the survival roll.
+2.
22 on the survival roll. A bigger pond lies in the area here. All of the trees around it are bearing fruit, and plants around the ground have produced what looks like an unlimited supply of berries. Different animals gather here to drink and eat. There are no hunters, no prey. Each creature seems to have an understanding that this place is a haven for anyone and everyone. And as you approach, some of the larger animals turn to you. But unlike the usual response where deer would immediately be startled and run off, they pay you no mind at all. they just cast a curious glance and then go back to eating the fruit and berries and drinking from the water.
Any bears among those?
No bears. Just, Um,
Because we're backtracking towards where the bears were from before.
with all the twisted things happening here in the forest, this area, it makes it very clear that it's truly safe.
Oh, nice.
And there are no paths branching off from here that we can see anyway.
Nope, no paths. But again, you can travel in any direction here.
Well, north, guys, for the up, and just sort of see where we are and what we've got.
Israel, do you recognize the fruits and the berries that these animals are eating?
You don't even have to make a roll. We'll just say that being a forest, it would be like apples, say maybe pears, and blackberries and wild raspberries. No, he was talking to. He asked Yilreth.
Iltreth.
Iltreth. Yeah.
Iltreth. Sorry, Iltreth. Yes, now you guys have these.
No, you don't have exhaustion. He's gagged. He's still a constant nuisance because he's struggling against the restraints, but you don't have exhaustion as long as he's quiet.
Maybe we could find some fruits and berries that would, sober up this guy.
I don't think he's drunk. I think he's a bit mad. But we're all a bit mad. Well, the problem I see with that is going north or south. If in going west we meant to go south, then up would be south of us. And if it's north of where we are currently, then it's north.
Yeah, but there's an easy way to handle this. Karis, are you an Outlander also?
Yes.
The Outlander class ability. She would always know which direction is north.
Yeah, no, I'm not questioning which way is north. I'm saying that the up that we're speaking of might be south of us if we're meant to go to the southwest path. Or the very least.
Well, but so either it's here or it's north of, because either this would be north. If we'd gone southwest before and then north, we would end up here. So it's either here or it's north of us, or we start over just searching randomly and see what we can find in terms of looking for a loot or a vagabond.
Maybe we start going north then and see what we find, and if not, then we can start heading south and just come to this lake again.
So north?
Yeah, I mean, looking around here, we don't see any signs of humans at all. I mean, well, we don't know that Vagabond Victor is a human, but we sort of.
Okay. Go ahead and make your survival check.
+2.
It's handy because 10 is a pass. That's the minimum.
Nice.
Okay. As you move through into the new area, you can see ruins of stone buildings covered in vines and moss blend in with the forest. Giant boulders can also be seen near the area. And on top of one of the boulders, you see a middle-aged Mulan human with thick black mustache and brown eyes is playing a lute. A calm and comforting tune floods the forest, making some of the animals come closer to listen. The man lets out a soft and warm voice, singing a song about life and death that barely echoes through the forest. The man stops midway through his song, grabs a journal he has nearby, and writes down the lyrics that he just came up with.
Is the lute in sight of Harv? Like, can I see it?
No, his lute seems very mundane. It's a normal, ordinary lute.
As we be approaching and hearing the music, Flynn would like to see if he can't catch the tune and see if he can't play along as they approach.
Well, as you approach, he's already stopped playing and kind of started jotting down the lyrics. But he looks up at you
Then,
as
of
you
course, I
try to.
remember, and
Yeah. He kind of raises his hand a little awkwardly and, hello, travelers. Didn't fancy seeing someone so deep into the forest.
Hello, friend and fellow bard. I am Harv the Bard.
A fellow performer, I see. Tell me, do you have any standing engagements? Any places where you tend to play? No?
Mostly I'm sorry. I thought you were done speaking. Oh no, I love going around playing in the taverns and the inns. Just trying to pay my way through all my debt in bard college.
That's wonderful, man. It's the life, isn't it? I play 3 nights a week myself at Madame Friona's Tea Kettle in Flan. It's been newly renovated after all that nastiness with the maimed virulence, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So, what brings you all to the forest? Me, I'm hoping to write a new song that can capture the excitement and dangers of being an adventurer, and I was coming here for some inspiration.
We're not hearing you.
It looks like Discord's having some issues.
Yeah, I could tell you were saying it looks like Discord's having some issues, but it was very difficult to parse out. Are you hearing us okay? Or are you?
No, not now.
I can hear it now.
Yeah, well, Discord is showing 180 ms right now. It might just be having some connectivity issues. It shows a huge spike here.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's getting better.
Yeah, we'll just try to deal with it. All right. So he looks around at you, and I'll repeat what I said before. He said he came to the forest for inspiration about a new song. And he wants to try and capture the essence and excitement of being an adventurer. So he came to the Quivering Forest for inspiration.
Does he see Dander?
I'm sorry?
Does he see Dander, the annoying guy?
Yeah, he's not. He sees him, and whereas his eyebrows raise in curiosity, he is content to leave your business be your business.
Do you happen to be Victor, sir?
Of course. I am Vagabond Victor, bard renowned.
We came to find you.
Oh.
We were sent here looking for the Dragon's Sorrow loot, and we understand that you either knew where it was last or had it.
Okay, sorry, something was weird and I couldn't hear anybody. What did I miss?
Nothing. He kind of looks around and he's like, the loot? I guess if you're looking for a loot, the most unexplored part of this forest is just to the west of here. I found a loot there. It was buried in part of a tree. It looks like it had been there for so long. I wasn't able to remove it myself, but I think it's from one of the 5-leaf clovers.
Well, did you encounter pixies along the way?
Too many people at once. One more time.
You go first.
Do we know what the significance of the 5-leaf clovers is?
Not at all.
I asked the guy, did you encounter pixies along the way?
Sometimes. I mean, they're not uncommon in the forest.
Did you encounter one named Uck?
I cannot be sure.
Oh.
So we were sent here by a wise old gold dragon named Ragvala, sending us looking for this loot that once belonged to a friend of his. And so one trapped in a tree sounds like that might be it.
Yeah, it was a gold dragon, so he was good.
A gold dragon, you say? Did Ragvala? Did he have any other names or honorifics?
Nope, just Ragvala.
He or she probably does, but we don't know what they are.
Insolent fools! It was
Can I
the coin maker.
can I do a history check on Ragvala?
Hold on, be quiet, please. So Kekalis was talking.
Oh, sorry.
And he said that he remembered the name. It was the coin maker. A girl named Karma. Thank you so much for the sub and welcome to the family. Appreciate you. And when you say coin maker, Vagabond Victor perks up. Coin maker, you say? Did he have a mark? It would have been illuminated, wreathed in green.
Yes, it was all around his claws. A harmless green flame.
Victor kind of sits back and stares. He's like, it's true. They're all true.
What's to be true?
Well, the 5-leaf clovers. I thought they were just stories, but wow.
So you're saying that this Ragvala be one of the one of these?
Yes.
clovers?
Yeah, you see, the 5-leaf clovers, they were members of an adventuring party that had, they were in operation some 800 years ago. But they were all rumored to be legendary creatures and beings of immeasurable power. And they would, they would do adventuring things, travel the land, save the maidens, pocket the coins. But one of them was supposed to have been a Tabaxi ranger, who was so successful in finding and delving into dungeons all over the world that he was called the Coin Maker. Everywhere he walked, coins would drop from his pockets and pouches. It was as if they had a never-ending supply. Rumors said that the Coin Maker was actually a young golden dragon in disguise, seeking the thrill of adventure, at the same time amassing their hoard. And now you tell me that a golden dragon called the Coin Maker has sent you here to find the loot?
Yes.
That's a pretty good summary.
Yeah.
That is amazing!
So as you seem to be very enthusiastic about the thing, would you mind accompanying us and showing us this tree that you found the loot in?
Yes, certainly. Were there any others? Did they speak of anything?
There were skeletons, but I'm not entirely...
No. You have to tell me everything. When I said that I came here for inspiration for the song, I actually came here because of the 5-leaf clovers. Their exploits are legendary, and it was here in this very forest that the clovers were said to have had their first adventure and their last.
Why was it their last?
Well, I heard that one of the other members, who was a dragonborn, a dragonborn bard to be in fact, the two of them had a falling out, and apparently the Coin Maker took the bard's loot and threw it in anger, and it got lost here in the quivering forest. Supposedly, after that fight, the adventuring party split and went on their separate ways and never got back together.
You guys, maybe that is why we have to find the loot. Maybe it is the bard the dragon wishes to give it to.
But would he still be alive after 800 years?
Vagabond Victor speaks up again. Oh, yes, of course. Well, if the stories are true, the bard that they speak of, he was apparently some kind of wish-granting creature who disguised himself as a gold dragonborn. That was only that's all the information that's known about the bard. But if the coin maker was some other creature, I would believe the rest would be as well. But the 5-leaf clovers, they were the coin maker who was supposed to be a gold dragon disguised as a tabaxi. And then there was and he air quotes when he says it, the wish-granting creature who was supposedly a dragonborn. Then there was an angel, a literal angel is what the stories say, who came from the heavens and transformed herself into a Goliath priest, a massive force of destruction and justice. And then there was Rem of the North, a human knight so blessed by the gods with eternal beauty and strong magics that she could turn her very enemies into ice. And so feared was she that the magic she possessed even turned her eyes and hair blue. And lastly, there was a halfling wizard who has been lost to time, but I'm sure he was just as remarkable and outstanding as his other companions.
Oh my god, guys.
I turned to look at Dander.
Yeah.
Leave it in. So, this loot.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll show you where the loot is, but you have to, if you ever see this gold dragon again, you have to check. It's said that the 5-leaf clovers have a tattoo, inked in black that glows with green flame. I would love to see it.
Well,
why don't you?
then, because accompanying us will probably bring him within sight.
Okay, yes, I will come with you.
Do we see any tattoos on Dander?
Well, it's hard to tell because his hands are bound.
Would it be on his wrist or something like that? Did they say?
No, they didn't. But it's hard to search him when like he's wearing his clothes and he's got his hands are bound and he's gagged and.
I mean, if you really want to strip search him.
Yeah.
No. Treat him with some respect. Even if he isn't the one of the 5-leaf.
I'm not sure we treated him with respect when he bound and gagged him.
I believe bounding him was a little too far, though I did agree with the gagging.
What's the point of a gag if he can just take it out?
That's true.
It is all right. We meant no harm. We were just moving through a forest, and we did not know what we'd be encountering. We apologize if it seems very rude, but the noise. Sorry. So this loot. If you truly be wanting to find and speak to these clovers, whether or not our friend here may or may not be.
Yeah, I'll show you. It's here to the west.
Then I say lead the way.
All right. So, and he begins to head off to the west. And as you move, you see there's a thin mist that envelopes this area of the forest. As soon as the mist touches you, you feel a tugging sensation, as if someone or something is trying to pull you into a different place. Canopy has completely blocked out the sun here, and everything around you is dim and dark. There are no animals here, big or small, and it is eerily quiet except for the sound of the crawling insects slithering into dead branches nearby. The hair at the back of your neck rises as a crying voice catches your attention, and a small boy that doesn't seem to be from this place is hiding behind a large tree, clutching a stuffed animal while trying to hide from your gaze. Behind him, you see a corpse of a large brown owlbear. It seems to have been ravaged. It's been cut clear down the center, and its innards are spilling out onto the ground. Seeing you, the child nervously steps into the open while wiping tears and blood from his face. He points at the stuffed animal and says, "Can you help me? I can't help my mama, and I think my friend is dead."
Is this your friend? Gesturing to the owlbear.
No. And he points again to his teddy bear.
It would only be right to help the small child.
I kiss
And
his
where's your-
pose.
And where's your mommy?
I don't know. I'm lost.
Definitely doesn't seem suspicious at all. Forgive me for this later, but I'm going to cast friends, and I need you to be as honest as possible with me, child. What are you doing here in the forest, and what's
Oh no. Alright, so you cast friends, and as you do, you see his face begin to twist and contort. And his skin begins to split down the center, and his body, misshapen and gnarled, begins to elongate and become huge. And then, in a matter of moments, the boy is completely gone. And in his place is a hulking creature with bluish-gray skin. Yellow eyes peer, gazing out from the darkness, and he brandishes long claws. And you all can roll initiative.
Well, that's what happened to the owlbear.
What have you done?
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, Flynn, you're up first.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's see.
Cannot use his innate spellcasting. Does not have regen or multi-attack. Good. Okay. Got it.
Probably good to get it off its back feet right away, and then if it doesn't work, then bane it later. Going to look towards it, and what would be a good one for this? What do you call it when a rogue goes looking ahead? You call it a sneak peek, and I'll cast Tasha's Svia's Laughter on it.
Well. What?
Oh
Let's
no.
go. It's fallen prone and laughing its ass off.
Yep, it's incapacitated. Alright, Harv?
Yes.
Sorry,
who's,
I'll
who's...
take a step back just so I'm not right in front.
Okay. Who's coming up after? In initiative order, I can't really tell.
That'd be me, Wolf.
Oh, okay. All right. I will. I'll start off by using my bardic inspiration as a bonus action, and so you get bardic inspiration for your next attack, Wolf. I will also, as so I wrote a little song for a poem for you guys. We look for a vagabond victor, a quest from Ragvala the ancient. Then some pixies came as tricksters who polymorphed us for entertainment. We trekked through the forest in danger, but unfortunately we have this But fortunately, we have this. Oh, okay. Next is my action. I will take my gold crossbow and take a shot at it.
Go! Oh, that's a piece of me. I'm saving it for myself.
Say again.
Nothing. All right. So 7. And then, are you finished?
Gets to make a save.
That'll be
I
my
know.
last action. So yeah.
All right. Still encapped. Wolf.
Oh,
I
it's
am going
prone.
to use my bow and shoot.
Okay. One sec. I couldn't remember something. Yeah. Actually, you would have disadvantage and he should have too. So 9 is a miss. No, melee attacks are auto crit. Yeah, melee attacks are made with advantage, and if they hit, they're auto crit. Alright, crisscross.
Huh. I think I should just keep a safe distance for now. So, how long do I know if the hideous laughter lasts for a certain duration or?
Well, I'm gonna answer that question with a question. Are you a bard, and do you know Tasha's hideous laughter?
No, so
And there's your
I
answer.
don't know whether. Yeah, all right. So I'm just gonna go. Can I? Yeah, I can reach him. I'm just gonna go forward, and
Oh, God,
and
please
then
close your
I'm
mouth.
gonna do an attack with my rapier.
Get him. Alright, so you have advantage.
All right. Oh, one moment.
Alright,
That's a
22 is a
20
hit. So go ahead and roll the damage. And then roll the damage twice because, like we discussed, it's auto crit.
Does the dueling style apply or only the
No, that's the
damage?
damage, yeah. So
No.
5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good hit.
All right, and I think that's all I can do in my turn.
Man, he's gonna be stuck there. Why, lady?
I am pulling my bow and I'm going to hold an action. If he stands up, I'm going to shoot him. And that's it for my
All
turn.
right, end of his turn. Nope, still stuck.
It was the funniest joke to him for some reason.
Okay, yeah, he's crying, laughing. He's like banging on the ground. You know, he can't breathe. He's laughing so hard. What is that? Huh?
I set it to auto crit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you're like not even adjacent? There we go. Okay, so 17 is a hit. Okay. Done? Nope, still, man, that Tasha's is gonna nullify this entire fight.
I apologize, but control and all that.
No, that's good.
I don't even think I can get up that far. It doesn't really matter. He's going to make so many different saves. And just in case
Get out of here, cat!
I'm just going to hold a vicious mockery in case he gets up because I can't even get up that far. Seems to be doing pretty good.
Do you have dissonant whispers or anything like that?
Well, I don't necessarily want to damage him. Like if he keeps failing his saves, then and that's basically unless something.
Okay, Harv.
A ranged attack.
Okay.
It's not your turn, please. Harv.
Okay. I will. I'll just take a standard crossbow attack.
Okay, that will be a miss.
Okay, dokie.
Wolf.
All right, I'm going to move up behind Christopher. It's not letting me move.
It's because you have the ruler selected. You have to click back on the pointer so that you can grab your token. From the toolbar on the left.
Yeah, I have the pointer selected. It's not working.
Yeah, you just click and drag. If you have the pointer selected, it'll be fine. But just a second ago, I saw you drawing rulers on the map. Okay. Anyway, what would you like to do for turn?
We'll attack him with rapier, and then if it is a success, I'll.
Yeah, 15 is. Oh, nope, I lied. That is a miss.
We'll end my turn.
Crisscross.
I'm gonna. Is it possible for me to move here?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna do another attack with a.
Yeah, still prone, still incapacitated.
11 is a miss.
All right. I end my turn there.
Why, dog?
I'm still holding my shot if he stands up.
Okay. Oni takes his turn. Nope. Help to him. Uh, 21 is a hit. All right. Done.
That'll do her.
Flynn.
Flynn, seeing that this is going in a certain direction, he's just going to start moseying forward in case he needs to get up right close, just about to there. Just playing on the lute and just humming to himself. There once was a hero named Dragon on the red. And then again, holding vicious mockery in case he gets up or loses the Tasha's.
Okay, Harv.
I'm gonna advance up. Actually, can do I need to do a bonus action to whatchamacallit, draw my rapier?
Nope. Reaction with an object.
All right. I will do that, and I will attack with my rapier.
All right, with advantage. $18 hits. Roll another D8. Alrighty, finished.
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
That's
Wolf.
2 in a row.
Entire fight, he's gonna be laughing his ass off. Sorry.
All right, I will do the same thing as last time.
Yep. Hit. And, well, let's just add it together for 6. I'm free!
He's no longer incapacitated. But
He is still prone. He can't get up until it's his turn. Crisscross.
Do we notice that he's free?
He stops
From the
laughing.
spell?
Yeah, he just his entire demeanor just changes.
Is
I
it
guess-
possible for me to move here?
Well, no. Now that he's no longer incapped, he can take a reaction to make an opportunity attack.
You can disengage, but that'll take your action.
he's still prone. You can still whack him.
He's still prone though. Do we still have advantage for the attack?
If you attack, yeah. It won't be an
Alright.
auto crit.
Alright, okay. So 22?
Yep, it's a hit.
12 damage.
Alright, finished.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Since I felt him lose the spell lose its effect, I will release my Vicious Mockery on him. So DC 13, or he's got disadvantage on the next attack in 3 seconds.
Why dog?
He has not stood up yet. I'm gonna continue to hold till he stands up.
He stands up.
Can I shoot him now?
Yep. That's a hit. He's going to pull out a large glaive. And then he's just going to start swinging it at people. Swinging once at Kekalis. Kekalis takes 17. And then he'll swing again at Crisscross.
Damn. I'm unconscious. It's beyond my 12
No, it's not.
HP.
No,
How
it's...
do I...
Well, okay, there are no negative mods, right? So you just go to 0. And it's if you're asking about the chunky salsa rule, it has to be your max HP after you hit 0. So no, you're not dead. Almost.
Barely.
If anybody was asking, his max HP is 12. So if it was one more damage, he would be chunky salsa dead.
Oh yeah, but the attack didn't go through. I'm sorry. I forgot my AC is 18.
Oh, I forgot that my attack has +1.
Oh.
Yeah, see, that doesn't feel good, does it? Okay, no, he missed you. That's fine. But he swings, wah, wah, and then he turns around, and you see he kind of like pulls his cloak over himself, and he starts to run away. Are you guys gonna let him run away, or are you gonna try to take
The attacks for them?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll spend my reaction.
Go ahead, you three.
Just normal, right?
Yep, that's a miss. That's a hit. And that is also a hit. And that's 11 damage. It's not enough to kill him. And he escapes.
I feel like this is gonna hurt us from later on.
I'm thinking it's one of those situations where once he's bloody, he don't really want to fight no more. and he'll know what he gets if he.
Nah,
comes back.
he one-shots people. I really don't think you guys want to continue this fight.
I mean, if he wants, I can tell him another joke and see if he spends the entire time laughing.
Yeah, but what if he accidentally saves this time? Then you guys actually have to fight it. Anywho, with the One gone, Keklis is still dying. Cough.
I'll use my in the healing potion that I'm gonna lose.
There you go. All right. So you give him the healing You didn't nearly won. He was just at half. He drinks the healing potion. Everybody's up, and then Vagabond Victor starts leading the way. Follow me. It's this way. I know where the loot is.
So
I'm
Victor,
starting to be. Sorry, go ahead.
no comments on the thing that just attacked us. That apparently didn't attack you the last time you came this way.
It wasn't here last time. I swear.
Can I do an insight check?
He's telling the truth. So Vagabond Victor starts leading the way, and eventually, after another 40 minutes of travel, you find yourselves looking at a very large tree, and partially protruding out of it, about 20 feet up from the base, is a loot. But it looks to be made of some solid black material. It's got gold and filigree running all the way across it. And it is beautiful.
Fancy.
Are there branches that we can climb up to it?
Branches? Yeah, sure. You can make a athletics check or acrobatics check to climb up there. Yeah, you're not getting up there. You grab one branch and go, I don't know.
Can I also try to climb up?
Oh, I was gonna offer if they looked like they were really hurt, I was gonna use a healing word, but if they're fine, then that's all I thought they were asking if anybody had any healing.
Yeah, everybody's fine. You're good. You're golden.
Can
Instead,
I try to climb as well?
Yes. Athletics, acrobatics.
Athletics.
You guys suck.
When we enter this clearing, does the tree seem in any way? This does seem to be a bit of a fey forest. Do you get the impression this tree is magical in any way?
Oh yes. Actually, you were told so much by Ragvala. Said that the magical loot has kind of warped the forest around it. But Keklis is able to nimbly get his way up there, and now you are staring eye level with the loot. Athletics check to free it from the tree?
Before he does that, can I do bardic inspiration for him?
Yep.
You have a d6 to add to your roll.
I don't think he needs
Pull
it.
the sword from the stone.
That's true.
Okay, you wrest the loot from the tree, and you see there's a large hole left now where birds and small creatures will live in the future. And as you pull it out, you can see there is something engraved on the back.
What do I read, oh great one?
It says, "I will only sing songs about you, my friend, my idol, my adventuring brother. Until the day you die or I do, I dedicate all my songs to you." And it's signed Rockstasha.
I relay this information as I come down.
So I was correct. It is for his friend, the bard.
Okay. Um. After retrieving the loot, it seems like the clouds begin to part, and there is a clearly illuminated path leading northward through the forest.
Okay. Well, we need to go north and a little bit east.
The path seems to head to the northeast.
Let's go that way.
I will follow
Yeah.
you.
Victor, if you be wanting to meet this dragon, then
Yes, I'm coming.
Yes.
He's like practically ready to burst with excitement. He's,
And go ahead and make sure we untie and undeg the halfling.
Yeah.
maybe the gap.
Actually, after the combat with the Onai, when you look around, Temin is gone.
Oh no.
Rip. He's better out there in his natural environment.
Should we
He's a
look?
wild creature.
I'm not so sure of.
Should we go try and find him?
Do you want to maybe like? Should we look for him?
Harv wants to.
No,
Then
already
we
10
shall-
o'clock. Shut up. All right, so you
Okay,
guys.
we'll go take the loot to the dragon.
Why? You guys begin to leave the forest through the now brightly illuminated path. And as you exit, Ragvala's face lights up. Splendid. Wonderful adventurers. I couldn't be happier. I see that my faith was not ill-placed.
Rockvala, can you tell us more about your friends that you want to give it?
He smiles at you. What do you mean, my friend? I said nothing about a friend.
You didn't mention it, but and Lynn motions over to Victor. This person here seems to be a bit of a fan.
He looks down at Victor. Hello. Are you coming on our last adventure as well? Oh, yes, of course. He's almost like awestruck and quiet. And he just kind of pulls out his journal, starts writing down everything that's happening.
Can I try and read what he's writing?
Yeah, he's writing about what you guys have done, about how you recovered the loot and killed the Onai.
You know,
We're epic now.
There was a halfling in there. Was there a halfling member of your party? Short, stubby, talks a lot.
What do you mean? I wasn't a part of any party, he says, and he's got a big kind of sly smile. He turns to all of you. Please, I have waited very long for this. Will you just come with me?
Can I read to see if I can see the tattoo?
You do. Where the green flame is covering his front claws, you clearly see a 5-leaf clover etched into the claw.
I'm gonna inquire about the halfling's name and see what the dragon's reaction is to.
He looks at you and just raises his eyebrow, and he repeats a second time, although more sternly. I have waited very long for this. Please do not deny me any further.
Oh, of course not. Here, have the loot.
He once again kind of lowers the tail, allowing you guys to climb onto his back.
Yep, I climbed to his back.
Me too.
I regretfully climb onto his back.
As do I.
Rogvala points to a giant cloud at the north of the Moonsea. And as he draws your attention to it, you see that the cloud is shaped like a giant lute. He kind of laughs and says, "My friend, he has a unique taste in things." And he extends his wings and flies high into the air, heading towards the lute-shaped cloud. As he does, he looks back at you. "So, now that we are on our way, tell me of your adventures. Did you find anything interesting?"
Yeah,
Entirely. I mean, I just walked around.
we fought an Oni.
We found a
But the-
storyteller, and we found an evil shape-shifting creature, and well, we found this singer here, and we found these amazing plants that, as our friend here sang, they changed colors. And what else did we find, guys?
There was also a
We
storyteller.
sung, we told jokes, we walked around, we gagged a person, and then tied them up, and then made them walk with us. Long story, and he would tell you an even longer one.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And he seems genuinely happy to hear that you guys had such an amazing time. But, unfortunately, the merriment is cut short, as thick mist begins to form in front of you, in the middle of the sky. The mist continues to pour out from its point of origin and rapidly expands. Within the mist, a shadowy figure can be seen, its wings moving at great speed before anyone can react. In a split second, a gargantuan bird with feathers black as night emerges from the mist. Flying towards the first thing that it sees, it attacks Rogvala with its talons, each one almost the size as a human guard tower. The bird manages to surprise the old dragon and severely wounds him on the chest. Large amounts of the dragon's blood falls from his wound and continues to travel down the sky and into the Moonsea. The dragon, with all of its might, roars at the enemy and starts to fight back. Hold on, tiny friends! Roll initiative.
Well, shit.
Sorry, clicked on character sheet first.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. So Wolf, you guys are all still on Rogvala's back. So I'm gonna put him here. We're gonna shove him to the back, and that's gonna work for us. There's no need to move your token, as you can't, because you only can walk around on his back, or you fall to your doom. So from the back, we'll say the rock is about 40 feet away in the air from where you guys, as him and Rogvala bite and claw at each other. So then, Wolf, what would you like to do?
I will short bow him.
Okay. God. All right. Your arrow strikes the massive creature, but you see it doesn't even notice. I mean, you can see the arrow doesn't even seem to really penetrate inside the fluff of its massive feathers. Why, lady?
We'll try a longbow then. Well, if his doesn't hit, mine didn't either.
Oh no, it still hits it. It's just it doesn't. I mean, it's so big. All right. Right. Well, that doesn't work. Rogvala on his turn. You see, like he slashes at the bird, but as he does, he kind of rears back, ever trying to protect all of you. You get the impression that he could defend himself much easier if he didn't have to concern himself with your safety. And he shouts, he's like, "We must land! I will not risk your lives! Please do not risk your lives for me! I am at my life's end anyway!" And then it'll go to Kekalis.
How far from the ground are we?
20,000 feet.
Ah, seems legit. So I'm gonna shoot a crossbow and
Should have 432. That's a hit. 10. There we go. Crisscross.
Can I try and shoot the eye of the bird?
Well, that would be far too difficult. We're not doing called shots. You can make your attack and then flavor it however you want.
Oh, all right. Oh, 14.
14 is a miss.
All right. That's all I can.
Harv?
I'm. I was thinking about healing word, but I don't think that would not make a dent in the troubles of this dragon. So I will do vicious mockery as my. No, I mean, I'm willing to spend a spell slot for possibly some RP or some advantage. Yeah,
you can probably just go ahead and do him. I was gonna give him a healing word next anyway.
Oh, okay. I'll do the healing word. Just and then do a vicious mock. Just one moment, please, adventuring friends.
Come on.
And, submit.
I'm hoping that rock does not have advantage.
No. Is it rolling with advantage? No. Okay, so now the rock will take its turn. And it flies in, clawing and slashing at Rogvala.
Did he make the wisdom saving throw?
It's,
no.
So 14 misses.
Uh-huh.
And then it slashes with its talons. And misses. He's not able to penetrate the dragon scales. Flynn?
Flynn reaches out his hand and presses it into the dragon's scales and says, "We are not risking our lives for you. We are fighting together, just as your party did of old. And I will cast Healing Word at 2nd level."
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn to the bird and say, "A curse be on your feathers. May a rot take your claws." And I'll also cast Vicious Mockery at it.
Okie dokie. Alright, Wolf, before you take your turn, at this point, you see something in the sky. it's swooping towards you at a very fast speed, and it lets out a screech as it draws near. The griffin swoops in and comes up to the side of Rogvala. It's keeping speed, and it looks over to the party, once again offering its back.
I will try and jump onto his back.
Who is I?
That would be Wolf.
Okay.
That'd be dexterity check.
Yeah. Well, oh, it's even your turn. Shit. Let's just It's your turn. You can just use your movement and run and mount the griffin. So the griffin is an intelligent creature. It's still gonna act independently. So I mean, for your action now this turn, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll shoot another arrow at the.
Okay, shoot your arrow. That's a miss. All right, your 12th for bird jousting. No, we don't have to do that.
I shot at it.
13 is a miss. The griffin's turn. It's going to fly into melee engagement. So now, Wolf, when it is your turn, you are in melee range. And the griffin is going to attack the rock. And hit him with the claws. It's Rogvala's turn. Rogvala reaches out and tries to bite. And yeah, 19. Kekalis? Oh, advantage. Yep, that's 12. And Crisscross is next.
All right. I'm just gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna fire my crossbow. Okay, 16.
Yeah, it's a hit.
All right. I do 10 damage, and that's my turn.
Harv?
Yes, I will. Let's see. Let me do this spell. I will do dissonant whispers at the old birdie McBird bird. Actually, no. I'm gonna do the Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay. Let's.
What? Did I miss something?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Inside joke. You had to be there.
So that is a fail. I will use legendary resistance and choose to pass.
Oh, scoundrel. I will then do vicious mockery. I bet your mother went to lore bard college.
You can't?
I'm pretty sure Tasha's is a
Action.
Yeah.
It says it right there.
I'm sorry. You're right. I messed up. I thought.
All right. So now the rock will take its turn, and it's going to slash at Rogvala, and hits twice. For 20. Oh God. Alright, as he slashes, eeny, meeny, miny, Flynn, make a dex save.
Let's see. Flynn's not terrible at these.
DC 20. Holy crap, you
Not
passed.
bad.
Not bad either.
Yep. Okay. Flynn, you're up next.
I couldn't help but notice that you didn't end up finding my friend's joke very funny, so I'll give you one of my own. What do you call a door when it's not a door? You call it a jar. Natasha's steadiest laughter.
What's your DC?
13.
Legendary resistance. I choose to pass instead.
I got more.
I bet you do. Alright, before you take your turn, Wolf, you guys hear a familiar sound. 3 pixies have materialized behind the party. Friends! What are you doing, friends?
We're just having a bit of a game with another friend of ours. Here, come play.
He is a scary bird. You want help? We always help friends.
Sure, we can use some help.
And they are going to cast Fly on 3 members of the party. Who will they be?
Me.
Me. I need to be in melee.
Okay, well, I know who when she says me, I know who that is, because it's only she. So, there's one. Who are the other
I'm
two?
like any gender.
I heard that, jackass. So, Kekalis, Y-Dog, and then who else?
How about you guys? No?
Yeah, I have range. I'm fine.
Alright, Crisscross, you get flying.
Alright.
The pixies don't, they're just like, ee, and they do it, and then they kind of give you a thumbs up and say good luck!
Thank you, friends.
Alright, Wolf, it is your turn, and riding on the back of the griffin, you are in melee engagement.
Would I also have an advantage by any chance?
No.
Alright, then I will use my rapier.
Your dex mod should be in there somewhere. Alright, anyway.
That's plus.
I fixed it.
Thank you.
Alrighty, and Yolreth, you're
A 12.
yeah, you 12th.
Okay,
Tight.
so I want to fly up to melee distance and whack at this thing with my quarterstaff.
Okay. Yeah, hit for 6.
And that's it.
Then the griffin attacks. And misses both. And then Ragvala is going to reach out and bite it.
Oof.
Chomp.
Cur chomp in... Oh, what? What happened there, Raggy?
You rolled 2 2s and a 3.
Alright, well, it's still a devastating hit. The rock seems very wounded. Kekalis. Okay. Crisscross.
I'm going to fly up off the back of the dragon, and I'm just gonna shoot my crossbow on the rock.
Okay.
23. I do 4 piercing damage, and that's the end of my turn.
Harv.
Okay. I will take. This time I want to do Dissonant Whispers instead. Ho-ho.
Half damage on a save for dissonant.
Let me check.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, save halves. And no fleeing.
Alright, the rock. This time going to attack. First, with a beak. Oh no.
That's the griffin's attack.
Oh, that is the wrong sheet. You are right. Good, because that would have been a poop attack. Alright, here we go. First with the beak. And Raggy takes 24. Then he's going to reach out with the talons. And we're going to call this a shove. Which... Rock got 27. And Rogvala has a -5 penalty because he's old and weak, which would make this a 22. So Rogvala gets shoved back 10 feet, which isn't too much of a concern. Like he is still flying, but the sudden jolt is going to be quite alarming for anybody still riding on his back.
Well, this will be where the story ends then.
So who is that? Flynn and Harv, make another dex save, please. DC 12. Okay, you both immediately drop prone and bury your fingers in between his scales and hold on for dear life. You are able to successfully save yourself from falling off of Rogvala's back. Flynn!
Turning to my fellow bard, just imagine the stories we tell about this little adventure. Getting up to my feet, or whatever it wants for being on your feet on top of the dragon. Looking over towards the rock. You don't seem to like jokes.
I think we lost you.
Was there more?
No,
just roll the attack. Come on.
Bane will probably not do much of anything, so just a vicious mockery just to keep him on his back feet. Yeah, that'd be the save.
Wolf?
I will hit him with my rapier, and I could also get a sneak in, right?
Oh yeah, you have allies close. I mean, namely Rogvala. Roll your sneak. Okay, I'm not waiting.
Oh, sorry, I forgot this. I wanted to use a bardic inspiration. I think my turn.
Well,
just to
it's not your turn. You Trellith?
Okay, whacking again with the quarterstaff.
And the Griffin. And then Rogvala. And Rogvala. Bite. 22. You see the Griffin is quite wounded as Rogvala tears a chunk out of his wing. The griffin can
The
no
griffin?
longer... I'm sorry, the griffin. The rock can no longer keep itself alight, and it quickly begins to plummet towards the ground and is gone from combat.
Huzzah!
Yes, we are victorious. However, Rogvala is losing blood very quickly. And as he flies through the air, you can see his eyes beginning to droop closed as he reaches exhaustion.
Do you have time to cast a spell?
Maybe I could shove a healing potion down his throat.
Yeah, right. Rogvala barely makes it towards the massive cloud. And when you arrive, you see a tall structure seen on top of one of the massive Saturn-shaped clouds. And you see that here is a castle made out of clouds. The walls are light blue in color, and the front gates open immediately upon your arrival. And from within, a large creature comes out. The top half of his body looks humanoid, but the bottom part only has black smoke instead of legs. The creature has red eyes and a short trimmed white beard. He wears a black turban decorated with jewels and gold trinkets, and with a booming voice he points at all of you with a sweeping motion and says, "Inside! Quick!"
Yeah, so we go inside.
Absolutely.
Run in as fast as possible.
I'll follow my friends.
Alright, as you all get inside the building, you see he looks around, and Rogvala reaches out and stops whoever is currently carrying the loot. Who has the loot? Yeah, that would be Kekalis, right? Because you got it from the tree. So he puts out his claw and like blocks your path with it, and it's like a wall just materializing in front of you. And he points to this creature. And he only has the strength to mutter one word. Rockstasha.
He didn't even have to say the word. Pure instinct at this point. I take out the loot and race towards the gym.
Okay. Rogvala is on the verge of death. And I know people said they wanted to cast spells. This would be the time to do it.
Yeah. Healing word, 2nd level, and then Bardic Inspiration, Mantle of Inspiration to give him 5 extra temporary hit points.
Okay. A noble gesture. Anyone else?
Can I
I'll
use
use
the,
after you.
I want to throw a health potion down his throat.
Okay, so make him drink the health potion.
I second that.
Yep. Me too.
I do that as well.
Okay. I have bad news for you folks. Rogvala is much too gravely wounded, and any healing magic or potions used have no effect other than prolonging his life by mere minutes. He is dying, and Rogvala asks forgiveness from Rockstasha, and as he looks into the Jinn's eyes, you can see him pleading, begging that his old friend forgives him. Rockstasha moves down close to Rogvala, and green flame envelopes his right hand as his 5-leaf clover tattoo begins to brilliantly shine. With his voice cracking through tears, he reaches down and strokes the golden dragon's head and says, "You are forgiven, my friend." The dragon can barely keep his eyes open as it lies on the ground, blood slowly escaping him and crawling outward on the floor. He looks up, tears in his eyes, towards Rockstasha, but then he looks to all of you. "Thank you," he says with a final whisper as the dragon gives up and stops resisting. He closes his eyes, takes his last breath, and his mouth forms a smile. and the green flame around his right talon slowly begins to vanish, revealing the black mark of the 5-leaf clover. The dragon's life has faded, and Ragvala is no more.
I'm sorry, Victor. It seems that giving you a chance to see the dragon, you also had a chance to see its end. Or its end.
I would like to take a moment of silence in the name of Rockbot.
Rockstasha moves forward, and he, you can tell he's very upset with everything that's transpired, but he looks to all of you. He turns and looks at you one at a time before addressing the entirety of the group. And he says, well, I need to make arrangements and prepare. How is it you were able to get this? As he holds up the old loot.
We had a lot of help.
With friends.
It was the final request of that god.
A request from Ragvala? And almost as if saying his name conjures it to happen, a bright light appears, and a wooden chest sits on the ground in front of you.
I walk up to the chest.
I ask him, what's the chest for?
He shakes his head. This is not from me. Opening the chest, you find a cache of coins, at least 5,000 gold. And sitting on top of it is a new loot. It is a brilliant pearlescent white. And as you look at it, you can see etched in Draconic on the side. It is the Dragon's Lullaby. And a note is also included in the chest. To the new generation of adventurers, it is time to create and sing new songs of your own. With love, Ragvala of the 5-leaf clover.
I tell everyone about the loot and note and everything else.
As Rockstasha looks around to all of you, he says, I will send you back to where you came from, to your homes and your regular lives. However, before you go, I would like to say that you are welcome to join us to carry the new mantle of the 5-leaf clover, if you so accept it.
Yes.
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 Hold out your hand.
Do so.
Oh yeah.
All of you hold out your hand, and as you do, it's enveloped in green flame. It does not burn or hurt, but when it is finished, you see that you now have a 5-leaf clover tattoo.
Sweet.
And after that, there is a blinding white light, and all of you are teleported back to your regular home. And that's it. Thanks everybody for coming out and playing. I hope you had fun. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that follow button. If you want to get involved in a game just like this one, you want to learn how to play D&D, make sure you join us in the Discord, and hopefully see you guys next time.